Hello, my name is Adam Martinez, and this is my presentation on the PA 44180, otherwise known as the Piper Seminole to us. So firstly, we're going to talk about the contents here. We have the fuel system, the landing gear system, and the propeller slash governor system that we'll be talking about in this presentation. So to start off, we'll start with the fuel system first. In our overall system, we have two fuel tanks, 108 usable gallons of fuel. And this is because there's going to be 1 gallon in each tank that is not going to be usable. There's going to be some contaminants possibly in the fuel, air pockets, dirt, water that's going to be drained out before starting the engine. We have electric fuel pumps. You can see on the right-hand side, there's going to be two there, two engine-driven fuel pumps, two fuel flow transducers, and two fuel servos. Now there's two of all these because we have two engines, two fuel tanks, so we want redundancy with all that. Fuel selector controls, you're gonna have the left and right engine on for the fuel selector controls for the fuel feed, the off position in the middle, and the cross feed on the bottom. And this selector is gonna be located between the two front seats of the aircraft. It's gonna be on like the ground of essentially the fuselage. And we have drains, flow dividers, and nozzles to guide the fuel to the heads of the cylinders. Drains are going to be located on the right side of the aircraft, on the actually the bottom right side by the baggage door compartment. And we'll move on here to the next system. And we have the landing gear system. This overall is going to be electrically activated, hydraulically actuated. Now, what does this mean? We need electricity to start the process, and we need hydraulic fuel or hydraulic liquid, excuse me, to move the landing gear itself. They're going to be three position indicator lights, one for each gear, each tire, essentially. And on the bottom left here, we have the landing gear down and locked. It's going to be in the three green. Landing gear up is going to be three hollow white circles. And landing gear in transit is going to be the boxes, and landing gear failure is going to be the three red lights also. We have micro switches when contact determine whether the landing gear is in the full locked down position or in the up position. So those are very important micro switches. We also have three hydraulic cylinders on the right side that we have there. One for the nose gear, two for the main gears themselves. And we have the restrictor, the pressure switch, shuttle valve, and all the other compartments associated with it. Let's see. When the gear selector disagrees with the position of the landing gear, a gear system casting messages is displayed, warning if on the ground and caution if in flight. If the position of the landing gear are unknown due to disagreement of the microswitch signals, the landing gear indications on the MFD become solid red circles, which is what I mentioned before. And let's move on to our next system here. Now we have the propeller slash governor system. Now this is a system that I had trouble learning when I was learning essentially with the arrow that I was flying here for commercial. But as I went on and on reviewing it, kind of got a better understanding of it. So in the overall look of it, on the top right, we have the picture from Bold Method, which is a great source to use. We have the governor overall system, the governor control lever, the speeder springs, the flyweights, the threaded shafts, and the pilot valve in the middle with all the oil pressure from the engine. As I put the propeller lever all the way up to full forward, this is going to give me a low pitch in my propeller with a higher RPMs, meaning as I put that propeller forward, it's going to give me a less bite of air with a higher revolutions per minute. It's going to be going faster and faster and faster. As I bring that lever back, there's going to be a switch. Essentially get a bigger bite of air, less RPMs. The propeller will be moving slower with more force from the air around it. And it's going to be using oil from the engine. So it's going to be needing an engine oil and sump to check for the level of the oil. And on the bottom left here, I have changing the pitch of the airplane's propeller to get the most efficiency. Well, supposed to say efficiency out of every phase of flight, which is true. That's just the whole point of the propeller system. Now, all those are just a brief overview of these systems, and that'll be my presentation there.